Greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? So today's video is on Hobbs and Shaw. So the cast includes Dwayne Johnson as Lucas, Rebecca Luke Hobbs, Jason Statham as Deckard Shaw, Idris Elba as Brixton Lore, Vanessa Kirby as Hattie Shaw, Helen Mirren as Magdalene Queenie Shaw, Elisa Gonzalez as Madam M, and Eddie Marson as Professor Enrico. And there's a few cameos for the film. I'll probably get into that a bit once I get into spoilers. So my basic thoughts of the film are, I thought the cameos are fun. The action is great. And here's some bit of the information. Although the plot is silly, so the plot of the film is both Agent Hobbs and Shaw are tasked with trying to get a disease that Shaw's sister is accused of stealing. That they and all the disease also being trying to trying to be taken from the bad guy, played by Idris Elba, Brixton. And basically the whole gist of it is they're trying to get this disease that, if it's released into the public, it could cause your insides to turn into soup. I can say the humor is on point, but that's just my opinion. I'm surprised how many times the F word is dropped, especially for a PG-13 movie. It is dropped, I think, at most, say, 3 times, I think, or 4. I cannot recall. It was a few times. I gotta say the final fight sequence is rather satisfying, but at the same time, I kind of felt bad for Brixton. I mean, I'll get into that bit. I just felt bad for him, Here's a bit of information. If you like the whole espionage aspect of, say, Fast and Furious 8, The Fate of the Furious, then I feel like you're gonna like this film. If you liked how, the Fast and Furious films went from, say, racing movies to, going to, say, spy films with a bit of espionage, then you most definitely will like the film. Especially the film has a lot of humor that balances out, since this is, in all aspects, a buddy action film. I'm gonna go into spoilers now, just letting you know. I'm really surprised by the cameos. Trying to think of Ryan Reynolds as basically he's a CSI agent who has a past with Luke Hobbs. He's kind of kind of a silly character. He just say, yeah, me and your dad, we've had a long history. Say, oh yeah, remember, I got this too, like you, or say, I got this necklace that says best friends. Or another thing, there's also a cameo. Let me see, who was it? I think it was, can't remember, I can't recall who it was, but I remember it was another cameo. He's basically the agent who basically enlists Shaw. I do like the aspect of how the film opens up with basically how comparisons of how both Shaw and Hobbs, how they both start their days doing their work, and then how they both interrogate their bad guys. Say, Hobbs just say, what? Who the hell are you? And just say, I'm what you might call a cold, ice cold can of whoop ass. And then Deckard Shaw says, I'm what you might call a champagne problem. because he beats a bunch of guys with a bottle of champagne. It's and the director of this film was David Lynch. He was director for Atomic Blonde. He also directed Deadpool 2. Some of the and then one of the cameos was it was Kevin Hart as a I think it was basically he was a plane agent, like the agents that you see on airplanes that basically just make sure nothing happens. Yeah, that's what his character is. He basically helps Hobbs and Shaw get a plane and get to where they need to be. I kind of would like to see as a spin-off film with Kevin Hart, Ryan Reynolds, and in a film involving the British agent of Deckard Shaw's agent. One of the reasons I felt kind of bad for Brixton is the fact that some of the information about it is that he ended up betraying Shaw, and then Shaw had to basically just put a bullet in him, and basically a secret CIA agency known as Etin basically finds him and basically brings him back to life and turns him into a half-man machine. So he basically is kind of like a Terminator. Like, he's got upgrades like metal in his back, and also he's got a bit of he's got the computer sentries in his eyes. So it's like, say, oh, this is this guy's weakness, so punch coming or punch coming here. It's like that. So whatever, one of the things about the film is that the fact that I think that we also get more bits of information, like say they go to Samoa, which is the final act of the film. It's pretty. It's pretty awesome sequence. Also the car sequence involving Shaw and Hobbs. They're basically trying to stop the helicopter, which has Shaw's sister on it. So they basically are able to bring it down using a bunch of cars, and then I think one of the awesome sequences is when they go to I think it was Russia, I think, and then they have to get a machine that will basically get the drug out of Hattie. Overall, I thought this film was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I mean, I was laughing a lot of times. It was a very entertaining film. I mean, here in the film is not faring as well as the previous films, but I think it was awesome. If you're gonna go see it, I totally recommend going to see Hobbs and Shaw. I really do. I think it was that awesome, to be honest with you. But that's up to you. Have you seen Hobbs and Shaw? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Put your thoughts in comments down below. Oh, and I also forgot one thing I was going to mention. The bad guy of the Etienne organization, the voice of it, a little bit of trivia for you, is that the voice of the computer of Etienne is voiced by Dwayne Johnson. So yeah. But yeah, that's just a little sneak peek, a little thing I thought was cool. I also kind of find it sad that Ed Brixton basically just gets thrown away for like, turn off Brixton, and they basically say, okay, because he's part machine, and then he basically falls in the water. But overall, I thought the film was very entertaining. Sorry for like getting off point. What are your thoughts? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you not like it? Put your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.